This is Your Blueprint Life, and I'm your host, James Henderson. And this series is on self love. And in our last meeting, we spoke about that first pillar and how it really is on you. And from that standpoint, but it's more or less saying that you are who you are, and it's your responsibility to do that. Well, the second pillar is going to be built on the understanding of self acceptance. Self acceptance refers to the ability to be at peace with the entirety of your own self, accepting both your gifts and your strengths, your weaknesses, and of course your shadows. When we talk about the shadow, we usually refer to that side of us as that we deem as unacceptable, condemned with society, that we usually refuse to acknowledge and try to hide. The more we push it down, the fiercer it becomes. The higher the probability of those traits to show up at unexpected times will be. Our shadow can be about the face or the fact that we are manipulative, overly seductive, craving attention, self arrogant, and so on. But we also keep our strength in our shadow. We may keep our power, our beauty, our decisiveness, our independence in the shadows, referring to it as our cover up and refusing to acknowledge them. Why would we ever do that? Well, we may have trauma around accepting them. For example, a beautiful girl who's been bullied by her envious classmates for her physical appearance might learn to be beautiful means not being safe. Or a woman who's lost a partner from being independent and needing more personal space might learn that when she is in power, she cannot be loved. Well, self acceptance does not mean that we change nothing about ourselves. Self acceptance is just being able to still be friends with myself and look at myself in the mirror as I work through the things I want to heal and release. I show self acceptance when I have a harmonious relationship with me as opposed to a conflictive one. I am aware of my gifts and my flaws. I express both my gifts and my flaws. I do not feel like hiding under a rock when I receive critical feedback. I can remain present and open to what I can learn. I can be there for myself both in times of success and in times where I feel like I failed myself, or maybe others. Well, that's going to do it for this session on self acceptance. And as always, I look forward to seeing you next time. And you be blessed.